Okay, I had something horrible happen. I've been attacked by fleas, and I waved the flag, and we are now at war. And that's all there is to it. Since we got attacked by fleas, my wife had brought home a small kitten that somebody come over and asked if we'd take care of it because apparently the mother got killed by a car. And she said sure. And she brought the cat in. She gave it a flea bath and everything else, but I guess it wasn't enough just by bringing that kitten into the bedroom. Poof! We got an infestation. And it is bad. So I told her, well, I'll order the stuff, but it's going to take a week to come in. And I said, let's try some stuff while I'm waiting. So I tried Damascus Earth. You'll hear people talk about this powder. You put this on your animals. It's good for cats, animals, horses, chickens, whatever you want. And what happens when a flea climbs across it, dries out the shell or a cockroach, and then it dies. But you'll hear people say, well, I put fleas in it and they crawled all through it for a good 4 or 5 days and nothing happened. They didn't die. This shit works slow, really slow. I mean, this takes a couple weeks to kill a flea. It really does when the shell dries. The other problem with Damascus Earth, if your animal comes in the house and he starts shaking, that powder goes everywhere. It's on your shelves, everywhere. There's nothing nice about this stuff. It's okay to use in chicken coops. It's okay to use outside around your garden, around your yard, around your trees to prevent things from going up into your trees. It's okay for that. But it's no good for spreading in your animal's fur when they're in the house. So that's out. So then I'd made a video a long time ago about Permethrin, which is this, with the IG regulator. Now, the IG regulator runs about 20 bucks for 4 of them, and Permethrin runs for about 40 bucks too. So you figure into about 60 bucks in chemicals, and this will work. This works up to 6 months. The IG regulator, what it is almost like it fixes the insect. So it doesn't allow it to breed babies again. That's what it's kind of like. And it works up to, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. You only use one of these in a gallon of, and 1 ounce of permethrin in a gallon of water. And then you spray your house and let it dry. Then your animals can come back in and it's good. But there's better stuff now, okay? I only use this for ticks now. So the better stuff is this stuff here. It comes by all kinds of different names. I'll have links to this stuff. They are affiliate links on Amazon, and you can read the names of it there. But this stuff costs more money. It's like 50 bucks, then you got regular for 20, so you're into like 70, 80 bucks just to get this, okay? And you do this once every 3 months. You can do it once every 2 months. I'm probably going to do it once every 2 months because of how bad the infestation is. So within, I'd say 2 weeks, the fleas are not going to be able to breed and create more fleas, but it's also going to kill them. But now we got the problem of the fleas on the cats, right? These were added, which are Cestal collars, very expensive, $60 a pop. These were added to the cats a few days ago, like 4 days ago. These work for about 6 months. I think they say 7, 8 months, but they work for 6 months for sure. Now, when you figure I got 4 Pomeranians upstairs, so and then you figure I got 4 cats, plus she's got that kitten she's taking care of until she finds a home for it. So we're looking at, what, say 60 times 4, 240 there, 240 in the cats, 500, and then you figure another one, so we're probably in about 600. So about $600 in collars. And then you figure another $100 or so in chemicals. That's a big chunk of cash. But you have a choice. Do you want to live with the fleas or don't you want to live with the fleas? And it's war. It really is. Now, I also set up flea traps earlier for about 2 weeks. I have some pictures that I'll show you. They work. I set up a dish inside a cage with an extended light, and the fleas were drawn to it. It was unbelievable. And we caught thousands. We literally did. Another thing we did was, while I was waiting for this stuff to come in, is I took a small wet dry vac, I put dish soap in the bottom of it, and then we vacuumed the room. And when you looked in there again, there was thousands. We could come back 3 hours later and do it again. It was ridiculous. I was losing the battle. So when I went out and bought the Cestal collars, I started seeing a big difference. They really started dropping then. And now when I add this stuff and the IG regulator, that's it. I beat them. I win. This stuff also works against roaches, ants, mosquitoes. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Silverfish, you name it, it kills them. Now, some people get all butt hurt when they hear chemicals and stuff, but hey, you do you, I'll do me. I don't like living with fleas. Fleas are horrible, and they'll make your animals pretty sick pretty quick. They'll give animals tapeworms. I mean, just about anything you can imagine, your fleas will kill your animals. So the faster you remove them, the better. Now, I did do a little bit of experimenting, and maybe for 4 days just to see what I could do to see if I could get away from the Cestal collars. No way. I tried. And it was funny, the cats even knew where the fleas were. And they were tiny. When my wife put her arm down by the hot water heater, because there's warmth there, you would see her arms start to turn black. The fleas were so tiny you could barely see them with your eyes. They weren't even at breeding age yet. And then we take the vacuum cleaner to them, and then she put her arm back there, and then there'd be none. Come back 3 hours later, do it again, and they're back again. I mean, they're breeding like mad because of this heat. So when it comes to war, we're going to pull out the nukes. And that's it. Okay? This stuff works. All right? Cestal collars work. That's it. And that's the bottom line. In 2 months, I'll do this stuff again, and guaranteed no more fleas. Heck, if we even have a roach up there, it'll be dead. But this stuff, Permethrin, okay, I use this for ticks. I use this on my fruit trees. Do not use this on your fruit trees. Okay? And I use this on my clothing. So I'll take a 5-gallon pail, fill it halfway with water, so that's 2.5 gallons. I'll add 3 ounces of this. I do not add Regulator to this because it's going on my clothes. And even if I'm doing car camping, I'll take that 1-gallon sprayer jug with me. And when I get to my camping spot, I'll get out and I'll spray everything down for half an hour. And then I'll wait a half an hour sitting in the truck, relaxing. And once it's all dry, then I'll bring my tent stuff up and set up my tent. None of us get fleas on them. Not my, I mean, ticks. Not even my dogs. Nobody does. It's very comfortable camping. This is a staple for hiking, for camping, for, you know, my fruit trees, everything. And I buy a big container like this like once every 3 years. I don't even buy it that often. So really, it's not super expensive on how long it lasts. I would like to buy 4 or 5 more of these and put them away on the shelf, you know, in case shit hits the fan. And I'm gonna actually do that soon. But this stuff is for ticks. This is for keeping you safe in the wilderness. This stuff, this is for fleas. Okay, and that's it. The Regulator. And I forget the name of this chemical. Like I said, I'll have a link in the bottom. You can click on it and read about it. And of course, the Cestal collars that kill me. But that's effective life by owning so many animals. The cats outside, the ones that come near me, I'll use that. I'll coat them because they're not getting it all over the place. I'll put it on their beds. I'll put it around the yard. I'll try and get some drops to put on the back of their neck, but they're wild cats. I only got a couple that come to me. It's not so easy to do. And they're not even scratching that bad outside, so I don't know. That kitten came in and that just turned everything around inside the house like crazy. So tonight when it cools off, 8 o'clock tonight, we're going to take all the animals out, and I'm going to go in and treat. And 3 hours later, they'll come back in. Since they got their Cestal collars, they will be fine, and the infestation of these fleas will be gone. But I'll have the links in the bottom, some general information. If you got fleas, I'm sorry, it's going to cost you money to get rid of them. You're not going to be able to do it for free. And you could set up some of those flea traps. I'll have some pictures here for you to see. And maybe it'll help a little bit. But unless you spend $100 on that and the Cestal collars, forget it. You're gonna keep needing them, or you're gonna have to call an exterminator, one or the other. And I think this is what an exterminator uses. But this is what I do. This is how I take care of the problem. And when I have a problem, I throw money at it until it's gone. catch you guys on the next one.